In this video, we'll see the use of pressure valve in the pneumatic circuit. So this is the pressure valve which is shown in the circuit. This is compressed air supply. This is the FRL unit. This is push button operated spring control 3 by 2 direction control valve. So there are three ports 1, 2 and 3, and there are two positions, left envelope mode and right envelope mode. So it is 3 by 2 direction control valve. This is the pressure valve which is used to generate the signal at point 2 when it receives the signal from both the ports, that is this port 1 on the left hand side as well as this port 1 on the right hand side. So once it has pressure signal from both these valve, then only then it will generate the signal in this pilot line. So this pressure valve will generate the output signal only when it receives the signal simultaneously from left hand side as well as from the right hand side. So this push button operated direction control valve and this roller lever operated direction control valve, when both these valves are actuated or operated, then you will get the left envelope mode and they will generate the pressure from both the sides, from this side as well as from this side. Then and only then this pressure valve will generate the pressure signal from port 2 through this pilot line to operate the left envelope mode of the 5 by 2 direction control valve. So this is as good as the logic and circuit. So push button operated valve and roller operated roller lever operated direction control valve both are operated, and the pressure will be given to the pressure signal will be given to the pressure valve, and then and only then pressure valve will generate the output. So this valve and this valve are to be operated to generate the pressure at port 2 through this pilot line. So this is the use of this pressure valve. So as you can see, when the air supply is given through this compressor, it enters into FRL unit. Now here we have pressed the push button of this 3 by 2 valve. Here also the roller lever valve is pressed. So as you can see from this side, now both these valve, they are in their left envelope mode. So the air will be entering from port 1 to 2, here also from port 1 to 2, and then the pressure is present, pressure signal is present at this port 1. Similarly, the pressure signal is present at this port also. So it will operate the spool of pressure valve in such a way that will get output signal at port 2, and through this pilot line that pressure signal is given to the 5 by 2 valve, so that will be in the left envelope mode. And once we come in the left envelope mode, the air from port 1 to port 4 will cause the piston to move in the forward direction. The air from the other side through this port 2 will be exhausted through this port 3. So push button of this valve is pressed and roller lever valve of this 3 by 2 valve is pressed. So that is logic and circuit. If any one of these is not operated, we will not get the output at point 2. So that is the function of this pressure valve. Now here the push button is pressed from this side, but here the roller lever valve is released. So it is in the right envelope mode now, but this is in the left envelope mode. So here the air will enter from this side and the pressure signal is created at point 1. But here the port is blocked, so pressure signal is not created. So there will not be any creation of the pressure signal at port 2, and we will not get the left envelope mode. We will be in the default position of the right envelope mode, and therefore air from this side will enter from port 1 to port 2 and will cause the retraction of the piston. The air from the other side through port 4, it will enter, it will be exhausted through this port 5. So if any one of these valve is released, then we'll get the retraction stroke. And when you want the advancement or forward stroke, then both these valves must be in their left envelope mode, or you can say that push button and roller lever must be actuated. So let us see this with the help of the animation. So as you can see, first we'll operate the push button and this roller lever valve, and then you can see the pressure signal is generated over here, and we are in the left envelope mode, and the advancement has taken place. Now we have released this so that they are in the right envelope mode. Any one you can release. Here we have released both these valves, so both are in the right envelope mode, and the pressure signal is generated on this side from 1 to 2, and it will cause the retraction of the piston. Air from this side will be exhausted through port 5. So once again see, so here we have pressed, this is also in the left envelope mode, and this is also in the left envelope mode, and therefore the pressure signal is generated at point 2 or at port 2, and the left envelope mode is obtained, and therefore from port 1 to port 4 the air is entering, high pressure is entering, and it causes the piston to move in the forward direction. Air from the other side is exhausted from 2 to 3. So 3 is the exhaust port. When any one of these valve or both these valve are released, then you will get the retraction of the piston. So this is now released, this push button is released, and a roller valve is also released, so that they are in the right envelope mode, and we will get the right envelope mode of the 5 by 2 valve also, and the corresponding retraction of the piston. So this is the working of the pressure valve in the pneumatic circuit.